Hello everyone, this is JAMB YouTube channel. If you are joining us for the first time, you can follow us on Facebook on JAMB Online Chemistry. Today we are going to look at solubility rules. You know, when you are looking at salts, sometimes you'll be given some different compound to identify whether it is soluble in water, whether it is not soluble in water. So today I'm going to provide some basic rules in which you can use to know the salt that are soluble, salt that are insoluble in water. Now, for you to be able to know, I will give you some ways, some simple method you can use to know salt that are soluble and insoluble. Now I will use acronym to illustrate that. Now we looked at what we call snapshot. Snapshot. When you remember Snapchat, you just change that as shop to what? To change that as chat to what? To shop. Snapchat, snapshot, Snapchat, snapshot, Snapchat, snapshot. So what you are seeing here, snap here means for what? Salt that are what? Soluble. Shop here are what? Salt that are what? Insoluble. Snapshot, Snapchat, snapshot. So you just remove that chat away and take what? Snapshot. So by the time you remember this snapshot, you'll be able to know. You know, that is the best way you can read, more especially for those who don't have a retentive memory. You can use the method I use in knowing my first 20 element is what? Hello, little baby, before coming, never offend father. No, Maggie, all science students suffer cholera around Calabar. That is the best way I use in remembering my first 20 element. You can as well use your own method. If you are finding any difficulty in reading, you can use an acronym to be able to remember something. So when you remember snapshot, you should know that snap stands for salt that are soluble, while short stand for salt that are what? Insoluble. Now there are also exceptions which I'm going to give you in this video. Now what do you mean by snap? Snap here means S stands for sodium. Sodium. It means that all salts that contain sodium are what? Soluble. For instance, I write something like this: NaSO4. This salt is what? Soluble. Any salt that contains sodium is what? They are what? Soluble. The next one is nitrate. N stands for nitrate. Nitrate. Any salt that contains nitrate. For instance, now I say that calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate. This salt is what? Soluble. Any salt that contains nitrate is what? Soluble. The next one is A. A stands for what? Ammonium. Ammonium. Any salt that contains ammonium, for instance now, ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is what? Soluble. Any salt that contains ammonium is what? Those salts are what? Soluble. Another one we are going to look at is potassium. Potassium. Any salt that contains potassium, for instance now, potassium chloride. Potassium chloride is what? Is soluble. If you want to know solubility rule, this is how you are going to follow. We also have another one is magnesium. I didn't want to put magnesium here because of what? Magnesium, when you combine with carbonate, it is not soluble. But this one that I've given you here, they are all soluble when, but like now, magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is what? Is soluble. But I didn't want to give you because when you combine with maybe magnesium carbonate is not soluble. So that is why I didn't put it here. So SNAP means sodium nitrate, ammonium, potassium. All these salt are what? Soluble. Now any compound that contain this four things that are just listed on the board, they are what? Soluble. Now let's go to this one. This one is soluble. Any soluble, while this one is what? Insoluble. Insoluble. Are you enjoying the lesson? Now let's go to shop. These are snapshot. Yeah, snap and chop. I don't know how you pronounce it. So C here stands for carbonate. Carbonate. Any salt that contain carbonate except for group 1, group 1 and ammonia or ammonium salt, unless that salt contain group 1 member, which is sodium, potassium, lithium. Those are the only salt that are what, that are soluble. Apart from that, any salt that contain carbonate, that does not have group 1 element, like sodium, lithium, potassium, all this one now, anyone that does not have this one, they are all insoluble. Salt of carbonate, exception of group 1 and ammonium, they are all insoluble. Go to H. H stand for hydroxide. Hydroxide, any salt that contain hydroxide except for this group 1 and ammonia are all insoluble. Any salt, like now I say that sodium hydroxide, this one is what, is soluble, because of what, sodium here is in group 1. Are you following? Now ammonia, we also have ammonia hydroxide, they also are soluble. Any salt that have this group 1 and these are ammonia are all soluble, but anyone apart from that, they are all insoluble. For instance, now I have calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is slightly soluble, but you say it's what, is insoluble, okay, but it's slightly soluble. So all sort of hydroxide, exception of group 1 and ammonia, are all insoluble. Let's go to the next one. Oxide. All sorts of oxygen, exception of group 1 and ammonium, are all insoluble. For instance, if I should write zinc oxide, more especially for the transition metal, zinc oxide is insoluble salt. We have a copper oxide. Copper oxide is what, insoluble salt. We also have iron oxide. Iron oxide is also what, insoluble. Any salt apart from the salt, any salt of containing oxide of group 1 and ammonium are all soluble. Apart from that, the rest are not what, soluble. Now we go to the next one. pH. pH simply means phosphate. PO4 3 minus. Any salt containing phosphorus apart from the one of salt of group 1 and ammonium, they are all soluble. Apart from that, any salt of that contain this group, phosphate group, they are not soluble. Do you understand? So like I said, there are exception of it. Exception is that group 1 and ammonium, they are anytime they are bounded with this kind of compound, they form a soluble salt. Apart from that, they are insoluble. The next one we have what? Sulfide. Any salt containing sulfide ion, they are what? Insoluble, except that salt contain group 1, group 2 and ammonium, NH4. Any salt that contain group 1, group 2 and ammonium, that salt is what? That salt is soluble. Apart from that, all sort of sulfide are what? Are insoluble, exception of the one of group 1, the one of group 2 and the one of ammonia. That is how you can be able to identify salt that are what? That are soluble, and salt that are what? That are insoluble. For more of this video, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel on JAMB TV, or you can follow us on Facebook on JAMB Online Chemistry. Share this video to as many people who are preparing for JAMB. Please like, comment. Anything you don't understand, drop on the comment section. I have good news for you. We are currently organizing online classes for JAMB students. If you know you are preparing for JAMB, you just join, just DM. I will direct you to our platform where we normally teach students on how to excel in their JAMB. Subjects that we normally teach are chemistry, biology, physics and mathematics. Do well to share this video to as many who are preparing for JAMB. Thank you. Bye bye.